In January 2022, David Bennett underwent a radical medical procedure to save his life. Bennett required emergency surgery due to a case of uncontrolled arrhythmia, an irregular heartbeat. His condition was so severe that doctors deemed him ineligible for an artificial heart pump or a typical transplant. With his options dwindling, Bennett signed up for an experimental procedure to replace his heart, xenotransplantation, or the process of grafting or transplanting organs or tissues between species. In this case, that animal was a pig. Although Bennett knew there was no guarantee this procedure would work, doctors knew this was an invaluable opportunity to test the viability of xenotransplantation in the event of a severe medical emergency. Pigs were a prime candidate for this procedure due to how similar their circulatory systems and organs are to a human's. On top of that, they're easy to breed and mature quickly, making them the perfect species for genetic modifications. Scientists found success transplanting pig kidneys into primates in the past, but humans were another challenge altogether. In a 2021 trial, surgeons at NYU Langone Health attached a modified pig kidney to a brain-dead human. Encouraged by the results, other surgeons in the field began working toward using the procedure in a human patient. The biggest hurdle scientists had to overcome to make xenotransplantation possible was organ rejection. Although organ transplants generally cause some form of immune system response in patients, some transplants result in the patient's immune system seeing the new organ as an entirely foreign object. As a result, the body's immune system treats the new organ like an infection. It sends over T cells, a type of white blood cells specifically designed to fight infections, and antibodies, proteins that bind to foreign cells, to ward off the so-called intruder. Over time, this can impede the function of the new organ, or even shut it down outright, resulting in rejection. During hyperacute rejections, this reaction can happen in a matter of minutes, causing severe blood clots in the patient. This is one of the reasons organ transplants are always risky. Even in successful transplants, a patient's immune system must be suppressed to give their body time to adapt to the new organ. This is where genetic modification comes in. Alpha-gal is a sugar found in most animals, but not in humans. In fact, 1% of a human's antibodies are dedicated to fighting these sugars. To combat rejection, scientists suppressed genes related to the creation of alpha-gal sugars in the pig. All in all, the pig used in Mr. Bennett's operation had 10 genetic modifications. 4 pig genes were inactivated, and 6 human genes were introduced. One of the genes scientists turned off as part of their modifications was a growth hormone, a gene that controls how large and how fast the heart grows. This allowed scientists to effectively control the growth of the pig's heart, bringing it closer in size to a human heart. The result: a successful transplant of a genetically modified pig heart into Bennett at the University of Maryland Medical Center. Although his immune system was heavily suppressed to discourage his body from rejecting his new heart, he was still able to comfortably watch the Rams take home the Vince Lombardi Trophy during Super Bowl 56 from his hospital room. Sadly, Bennett passed away in early March of 2022, just 2 months after undergoing the radical procedure, with his cause of death currently unknown. Despite this tragedy, this remains a groundbreaking moment in medical science. As of today, there are over 100,000 people in the U.S. waiting for an organ transplant. Although other factors such as blood type and tissue match factor into how long an individual spends on an organ transplant waiting list, there just aren't enough organs available for transplant. Every day, about 19 Americans die before their number gets called. Scientists hope Bennett's case could be a watershed moment in medical science. Perhaps as gene therapy and medical techniques improve, this may one day be the norm and not the exception. Would you be willing to undergo a similar operation to save your life?